Hello there. Okay, sorry for the small delay. Normally it's much faster. However, there's so many students on the course right now, there's a bit of a backlog. But from now on, it's going to be much faster, much faster. It is often argued that the introduction of ideas from the different parts of the world are a hurdle rather than seeing it as an easiest way of information. So two problems. The article here, you said the. And if you say the different parts, we're referring to different parts we might have mentioned before. That's not the case in this sentence. So we just say from different parts of the world are a hurdle, okay, rather than seeing it. And so here we could even say them, because it's plural, ideas. And also here we've got the superlative. So we need the here. It's just a rule, it's a basic rule. Rather than seeing it, or seeing them actually, both are okay. Rather than seeing them as the easiest way of information. Easiest way of what? Of getting information, consuming information, obtaining information. We need something here before information. I strongly believe that the world-class advertisements are a boom to acquire knowledge economically. Boon, maybe, with an N, and that's an advantage. Yeah? But I would still research that, so if you do use it in the exam, you'll use it perfectly. This essay discusses both views with examples and supporting evidence. Evidence is always singular. Also, this sentence is empty. You need to make the sentence relevant to the topic. This sentence is relevant to anything. Okay? So you could put this into an essay about gender equality and it's semi-okay, just like it's semi-okay here. What you need to say is, this essay discusses both views using examples from products and newspaper articles to demonstrate points and prove arguments or support evidence, whatever. On one hand, there has been a tremendous setback in the country's culture and moral values because of the invasion of global marketing. We need to be specific which country we're talking about. If we're talking about the UK, it's different to as if we're talking about Bangladesh or Kenya. Yeah? In those countries, it could be argued global marketing has been a setback, possibly. Whereas in the UK, it probably wasn't a setback to receive global marketing. Youngsters who are more attracted to the new ideologies often tend to realize that they are compromising their traditional culture. It belongs to them. For instance, an advertisement on beauty products urges people to use it. No, for instance, advertising for beauty products urges people to use them. Plural, singular, plural agreement, same as before. Such things are not only harmful to health, but also forbid the traditional way of using natural alternatives. So again, we haven't really mentioned any natural alternatives beforehand, so we don't need to say the natural alternatives. We can just say natural alternatives, i.e. in general, natural alternatives, you see? Now, also, there's other grammar issues here. For instance, as you said, as you heard me say, for instance, advertising by beauty product companies, okay? And also, we've made very sweeping generalizations without any evidence there. So if we could have said, full stop, for example, yeah, and now give a real world example. For example, Procter & Gamble often encourages young young ladies in Thailand to whiten their skin with whitening cream, and then go on about that. That's a real world specific example. On the other hand, international marketing can be seen as a way of acquiring knowledge and know-how. Good. Many a times, that's more like colloquial. We could just say numerous times, people who migrate to a different country experience, people, plural, experience a cultural shock. They are almost completely unaware of the culture and language of the migrated country. For example, For example, recent research by the Times predicts that 60% of new immigrants find it harder to acknowledge the new culture as they are unaware of it beforehand. Thus, global marketing should be treated as a source of information rather than an intrusion into the country. Okay, so that's a bit disjointed. Talking about migration and culture shocks, but I cannot see how that really connects with global marketing. Yeah, I cannot see the connection. And then the example doesn't really back up any arguments, okay? Especially related to an invasion of culture, or is it an economical form of education? In fact, I don't think we even have the word education in here. So be careful, we've gone way off topic. To conclude, although there are more possibilities of cultural loss, people should treat global marketing to learn new ideas and culture without any harm to their country's tradition. Okay, should adopt global marketing to learn new ideas and culture. So the wrong verb there, and that's quite a serious issue. So the essay is very good. We've got a good structure there, but we need to work on the quality of the arguments, the coherence of the arguments, and most importantly, the grammar. And the fastest way to improve your grammar is to get more feedback, okay? So have a look at the links that I send you, and if you sign up with us and start working with us to improve your work by getting more feedback and following the tutorials, if you start within 24 hours, I can give you 2 extra essay corrections for free, okay? But only if you start in the next 24 hours. Okay, all the best and good luck with your IELTS preparation.